Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want to share my experience of visiting the Museum of the Future. If you guys remember from last year when I last took my trip to Dubai, I tried visiting the museum, just rocked up on the day that I wanted to go, only to find out that you have to book online, and at the time they were booked for you had to book 3 weeks in advance to be able to secure a spot. So basically you book online. So I booked well before my departure date. You book online, you pick a date and you pick a time slot. So I think it gives you 1 to 2 hour time slots, and you have to be on time. So if you have decided that you want to go to visit the museum at 3, then by 2:45 you must already be there. Also, if you are somebody that will be driving there, because there's parking implications and there's a lot of traffic in Dubai, so you want to be on time to get there. The cost of the tickets is about 149 AED, which is equivalent to about 750 rands depending on the exchange rate at the time that you go. So it is a beautiful building. I'm sure you've seen it on the internet. It looks absolutely amazing. It took so many years to build. I can remember so many times driving past that area and not even knowing what it was for a long time. So it looks absolutely stunning. Dubai is known for its excellent architecture, so it really just looks amazing. And so we got there, we drove ourselves there, so we had to find parking. There is undercover parking inside, and you do pay for it. They've also got quite a fancy payment system that you might need to investigate before you go there, but not a train smash, story for another day. So as you arrive, you're obviously greeted by just this majestic building that looks absolutely amazing. There's already in the hallway robotic dog-looking creatures bouncing around. The curio shop is right at the bottom. There's coffee shops as you arrive, and it's a self-check-in sort of place. So you have to walk to these counters and input your details to be able to retrieve the card, and it kicks out these armbands that you now have to put on, and then you hold a queue. They do allow only a certain number of people at a time, so I think that's why you need to book your time slot, because there is a queue and there's only so many people allowed to get onto the lift at a time. But it's quite organized. With the waiting time wasn't that long. I think maybe we spent 10 minutes in the queue. It wasn't that long, and the reason for the wait is because the elevators can only take so many people at a time, and I think in order to enjoy the experience as well, you can't have the different experiences too crowded, otherwise you're not going to enjoy it. But once you enter and once you get onto the different levels, you don't have to follow your group, even though it is a guided tour. So at every level there is a person or an employee that will greet you and talk about that flow and the experience that you're supposed to have there. So generally people will walk around in groups, but you don't have to follow the groups. You can literally do your own thing or follow a different group or leave as soon as you feel like you've seen enough. So it's divided according to chapters. The first chapter, I'm not going to go through all the chapters in exact detail as to what they were, but basically the first chapter was dedicated to space. It is a launching into space type of environment. So as you enter the lift, you basically feel like you're in space. You feel like you are being launched in a spaceship, and the elevator kind of displays those things on the walls, and it is just such an amazing experience and unique experience, I would say. And it's a guided tour, so there'll be somebody telling you about the different experiences. There's the display of the planets. I think it's set in the year 2071, 2072, so it kind of tells you what you should expect to see in the future, sort of thing. There's different things or activities, sort of things that you can do where you tap your armband and you can take a picture and it displays you in a suit with your name. And yeah, so it's an interactive type thing besides just the information sharing. Then you walk through that, and another level that I thought was quite interesting was I think it was called the Healing Institute, which was basically dedicated to climate change and biodiversity. So there you will see like different animals, what they look like today and what they will look like in the future, and it looks quite nice. It looks fancy. There's little gadgets that they give you where you can interact and gain information from what you see. So it is like really a teaching moment. So if you're somebody that is interested in science and that sort of thing, that's what you get from that experience. Then there is a floor or a chapter that is, I think it's called Tomorrow Today, which is basically dedicated to things possibly coming to our world soon. So it displays things like cars and shoes and suits, and those things actually already exist. So it's a display of just different types of technology that you can experience. I remember there was like a little robot thing that you could speak to, and it spoke back to you. You could ask general questions. The nice thing about the museum in general is that it's very interactive. So the different types of displays are interactive, and you can push buttons and read up, and you can spend as much time as you like. I don't think that once you enter, there is somebody set on checking that you've been there for the prescribed number of time, but I think we were there for like 2 hours. Then there was a chapter that was called the Oasis, which basically encourages you to disconnect or relax or meditate. So like there's things that you can also like touch, like you walk into this thing that looks like it the glow. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just something that you have to experience for yourself. But yeah, so you can lie down and meditate, and it plays music, and there's like something that looks like a gong, and yeah, it's an experience. It's something that you experience rather than something that someone can describe to you. So I thought that was also very interesting. You can lie down. It's just that there's so many people there also for the experience. So, but it does allow you. There's places where you can lie down and fully enjoy the experience, or just walk through. You could go outside to like a viewing platform where you can see the whole city from there. You can take pictures, and I am sure we went during the day, but I think it would look absolutely beautiful at night to see the city lights and to see the actual building also light up on its own. So overall, I would give it a 4 to a 5. I think it's worth going, even if it's just for the experience, if you're not somebody that is into the sciences. But I thoroughly enjoyed it and would definitely recommend it. So yeah, that was my experience of being at the Museum of the Future. So if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, bye.